So I've posted a couple of videos on here, and it's really just the audio portion more than anything, with a couple of incidents with my narcissist, some type of mood disorder husband, ex now. And I've recently come across my journals that I would write in periodically. And I would kind of hide them and stash them in different places so they wouldn't be found. And it just really paints such a vivid picture when I look back. So the one that I just found like 2 days ago, and I haven't seen it in 15 years at least, but I wrote this just before our 2-year anniversary, like a week prior to that. And so I'm writing it, it's on the weekend on a Saturday, and it says it's at 10 p.m. And it says, "It just gets more miserable each week that passes. I'm still shocked. I'm 10 days from my 2-year anniversary, and I'm so unhappy and miserable. Compared to this date 1 year ago, when I was coming up on my 1-year anniversary, I was more blissfully happy, or maybe just naive. So today just caps off another fun-filled weekend, me being sarcastic, after he was grilling me about a stupid, meaningless one-night stand from 4 years ago. Okay, keep in mind, this was like 6 months before I ever met him. So he was mad at me about something way before we knew each other existed. So I'm writing this in my journal, and I say, he keeps asking me questions about my past and berating me, and I answer, and I never know which incident from my past is going to set him off today. So while we were talking at the work retreat, and I'll explain quickly there, I had just been out of town, a mandatory work retreat, and I was gone for a couple of days, which he was irate about because he did not want me to go. So anyway, and what I'm referencing here is that we were at a company dinner, and he basically told me I had to call him in like every 30 minutes. So we were talking on the phone while I was at this retreat, and he was just asking me all these questions about my past, about something before I met him, just obsessively. And I tell him, I answer him what I can, I give him details, he's asking for more details, and I'm just writing here that I feel like we keep taking giant steps backwards. Fast forward to yesterday, and we get home from the retreat about 7 p.m. My friend from work dropped me off, and I was very exhausted. I came in and barely sat down before he started yelling and grilling me and berating me. I could tell he'd been drinking, and then I trailed off from there, and I didn't finish. So when I found this a couple of days ago, I didn't even want to read it because it was tucked away in something that was inside something else from a long time ago, and I purposely did that to hide it, and I guess I hid it really well, because I haven't seen it since then. But it just triggered me, and it triggered just all that narcissistic rage, and nobody should ever feel that. I look at it in hindsight, and I'm thinking, here are all the signs to get out, and it's okay to get out, and I didn't. So, I mean, the way he talked to me this night in this journal entry is very similar to the postings I put with the 10 or 15 minute audio. I can't believe this was almost every day of my life. And when I read this journal entry prior to our 2-year anniversary, I mean, I remember this because this happened every weekend. And so he would get mad at me, and then I would get the silent treatment the entire weekend. And he would just drink and do what he wanted, when he wanted. And I literally was walking on eggshells. It was awful. So, just hoping to post some of these journal entries so that if anybody recognizes anything, you know, don't ignore red flags. They're there for a reason. So, more to come.